But Greg, we'll start with you in terms of the scoring. It was exactly the same. Huskers led 14-7 at half. They put up a 14-7 margin in the second half, and voila, 28-14 over the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, I mean, it was, it was an okay performance in my mind. Maybe overall, maybe a B, I would say. Missed a few opportunities, but all in all, Nebraska's defense has really shined and held up really strong, and being up there ranked in the top in the nation and rush defense. If you can run the ball and you can stop the run, then you can win games, and that's what they're trying to do. And I thought Heinrich Arbord, ran really physical and tough and made it count. And they didn't give the ball away. So all in all, I think it was a pretty decent performance. You might have wanted more points. So they kind of left some points on the board, a couple penalties here and there, but I think everybody was happy up until the time the rain came and or the lightning delay, and kind of put a damper on things, and not many people came back and made us all stay there for another extra hour.
Yeah.
So
I don't know your take on this, but I kind of feel like the weather delay really put a hamper in what could have been the final score, because that just kind of breaks up all momentum. You're up 20, whatever it was, to 7. And then you have to come back out and know that really you just need to put the game away with 7 minutes left. And so it's hard to come out with that fire. And Louisiana Tech probably came out fired up. They're like, let's make a push. So
I kept saying I thought they just wanted to call the game off and go home.
Yeah. Well, they probably looked at it one of those two ways. But yeah, so that last defensive score, it just seemed like our defense came out flat. It's hard to come out with intensity out of that. So
they got a first down and 25, and they give up 24 on a pass play on 1st and 25.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I was like, as soon as it started raining, I got the heck off of the field and went into the little media room on the field level, and was sitting there drinking the water and kind of wasted my time. I'm like, I want to get to the post-game media room because I don't think I want to go back out here in this. And I waited too long, and the TV all of a sudden shows, we're in a lightning delay. Please leave your seats. And I'm like, oh no, I waited too long, and that's when it was raining pretty substantial, and I just got soaked trying to fight the crowd going the other way that everybody was trying to leave from.
Yep.
It messed up my equipment for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's tough.
One programming note, folks, you see it right there on the screen, courtesy John, is that we've got a double header Nebraska-Michigan, Michigan-Nebraska show. So for this hour, it's, of course, Huskers Live with our Nebraska guys, and we're simulcasting on the Michigan channel. And then next hour, the Michigan guys, headed up by John D'Adamo, hosting the Michigan show, simulcasting on the Nebraska channel. So whether you're on the Michigan channel or the Nebraska channel, just sit tight. You got 2 hours of Nebraska and Michigan coverage. And by the way, John, if you're listening right this second, if you have any interest in coming on here, giving us a quick scouting report on the Maize and Blue, I'll shoot you a link. If not, no worries. I can talk up some Michigan football as well.
I did my homework. I can help, I think.
They're good dudes. It's a good show.
Yeah. There we go. Yes. $1.35 on the ground for Anthony Grant on Saturday. So, of course, he was the main guy last year, and Gabe Ervin somewhat beat him out. But obviously, he's back at it as being by far the number one guy. So he's going to need to stay healthy, and he's going to get his share of carries. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, they have to depend on him from here on out. Because what used to be a big room is now shrunken quite a bit to even the fact where you got 6-year senior Joshua Fleeks, who's been a wide receiver his whole college career, is now switched back to running back where he played in high school to try to bolster that room. So, yeah, Anthony's got some pretty large shoulders to hold up here for the rest of the season, and he's getting all the reps pretty much. I mean, for the first team reps, and they trust him again that he's worked on that fumbling issue that he had earlier in the season, and they trust him fully. And yeah, it's his show right now. And we all thought that when the year was starting anyway, it would be, but it just kind of came about in a stranger way than we kind of figured.
Yeah, it was the fumbling issues throughout fall camp. That was the reason he was second on the depth chart too. But I think he needed that game. It was very important for him to go through a game and just really get a few, get reps and have a good game where he doesn't turn the ball over. But it's the inexperience in that running back room that's going to be the struggle. Emmett Johnson got some touches, but not a whole lot of room to work with, not a lot of time for him to get momentum, because it was Grant and Harburg, it was their show. They were running the ball well. So I wish we wouldn't have passed as much in the first half. I think when we catch our rhythm is when we really start just imposing our will and running the ball. So, and Harburg just being so big and physical, he's a load to bring down.
Yeah, with the little wiggle they're starting to do now, running the option.
Yeah.
Running now the I formation and running the option, old school Nebraska.
Yeah, it was like short pass game, setting up the run. It seemed like they're trying to play to the line strengths a little bit, just trying to get rid of the ball quicker, so that way they can limit, because Michigan has 9 sacks this year, so they're tough defensively. So, and they've had 7 pass deflections, 3 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, I think. So, they have a really solid defense too. So it's going to be a tough matchup. That's for sure.
Before we bring in John, who's waiting in the wings, we appreciate John stopping by from our Michigan channel. What are the thoughts concerning the quarterback position? What did Matt Rule say after the game? What did he say today about how he's handling the starting quarterback spot?
Well, Matt Rule talked yesterday, and that's their day off. But today, Coach Satterfield talked, and both Heinrich's 100% go, practice fully today, and so did Jeff Sims. So, Matt Rule says he's going to play the guy that gives us the best chance to win.
It's Harburg.
And we'll see, as it goes throughout the week. So it kind of depends. It's always an open competition here. And so whoever wins the week will start.
Mm-hmm.
If they're both 100% healthy, but Sims is not 100% healthy yet. So he's about 80%, 70 to 80%. So, Harburg obviously would be the guy that you go with.
Not only that, those ankles are really easy to re-aggravate. So even when he feels 100%, it may be who of us to, even just keep him out maybe a little bit longer so he doesn't re-aggravate it, because
you can't fault him for wanting to play.
Not at all. Mm-mm. He wants to, he wants to get it back for that last, the first couple games. So,
yep.
Michigan, Nebraska, get it together on Saturday, of course. In Lincoln, we got John D'Adamo, who hosts our Michigan post game and also our Michigan live show, which, folks, has always been on Wednesday, that is moving to Tuesday night. You know what? Makes it convenient for all of you. Right after this show, join John, whether you're a Michigan fan, Nebraska fans, you'll want to join John because he is going to have a Nebraska guest, and we'll be doing the Michigan live show with the Nebraska preview. John, appreciate you stopping by.
What? I couldn't have planned that better. We had to move the show anyway, but this is just like perfect. Doubleheader. You get your Michigan perspective, you get your Nebraska perspective, and you flip flop. It's great.